All right, welcome back to another episode of Two Americans Watching Footy. Today we're going to watch Liverpool travel down to St. Mary's Park and take on Southampton. Liverpool, now that they are full on behind City, only by a point, they really have to look to win out.
Yeah.
Game will be starting in about 20 minutes here.
There's really not much to say about what needs to happen. Like, Liverpool needs to win, and they need to win confidently. The wins that they've had recently have been nail biters and heart attacks. Like their win against Tottenham last weekend was a win, and they were the better team. But
but they got lucky. They got lucky as hell. That last run from Salah sneaked through.
Yeah,
and that was it.
Yeah, and props to Salah for putting it where it needed to be so it would go in. Something that's not been, said very much recently. And Southampton is only 5 points above relegation. Like they're not a good team.
Yeah, but
they're not even good defensively like they used to be.
Yeah, well, they do have something to play for, so you can't get complacent against a team like Southampton.
No, definitely not.
The other thing too is that since we last did an episode of this, Liverpool was actually ahead in points. Now that we've caught up in games, City now is ahead by a point. You've argued that City has the more difficult schedule.
Because Liverpool has already played and beaten Tottenham.
Okay. Okay, so City travels to Tottenham and I believe hosts United. Do I have that right?
All the way around.
Okay,
so they host Tottenham, which should be a win.
Which should be a win.
I'm thinking like 3-1.
Yeah, considering their form. However, if they so much as drop a point
to United.
Yeah,
that's the matchup that we're looking to.
So Liverpool, you got to win out. And I know that's a tough ask, but you do have to win out.
That, and on top of that, City's on an unprecedented run right now of wins, and they're not even winning. They won a couple of them 1-0, but they won some really big scores.
Yeah, I mean
7-0, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0 to Chelsea. Like, City is on form right now to just tear the rest of the league apart. And if that happens, I really do think that Liverpool has a good chance of winning the vast majority of their games going on. And they're only 10 points behind the record for most points without winning a league.
Yeah, so the record I believe is 89, correct?
89 by Manchester United.
United had 89, and I think it was like 92 or something like that.
No, it was later than that. It was like 2012.
In either case, I think it's pretty realistic to expect Liverpool to not win the league and have more than 90 points by the end of the season.
Oh, easily more than 90 points. They have 6 matches left. They win 5. And that's 15. That's 15 points. And that's 94.
Yeah.
So they win 4 of those 6, and they've already got the record.
So the starting lineup today is a pretty basic starting lineup. They've decided to go straight 4-3-3. The same back four you'd expect. The same front three you'd expect. Midfield left to right is Keita, Fabinho, and Wijnaldum. So we both like Fabinho in the middle. He is the best holding midfielder by far, and a team that's surrounding him with Wijnaldum on the right and with Keita on the left is a more offensive-minded midfield. Mm-hmm. So you do want somebody like Fabinho in there to be your holding midfielder.
Yeah, I don't really see this as being a defensive problem. I think they're going to have to push forward.
Yeah.
I also saw that Southampton is playing a 3-4, basically a 3-4-3.
Why?
They're playing a 3-4-2-1, so they're just leaving their high man up, which makes sense.
So that's odd to me because what that's going to wind up doing. So Spurs, for anyone who watched the game last week, Spurs played a 3-5-2, and what happened was because Liverpool likes to send their wingbacks so far forward, it left those wingbacks in great positions to just launch up these uncontested crosses.
Yeah, which is I think what's going to happen here.
Yeah, and I don't know what you're going to do with the 3-4-3 in response to that, because if you go back 5 like Spurs did, at least when Spurs went 3-5-2 and they went back 5, they still had 3 men in the middle.
Yeah.
So that still helped out that midfield presence when on their defensive end. If you've only got 2 men in the middle, then you should be able to run through Firmino pretty easily.
Yeah.
So I don't get the 3-4-3 lineup against Liverpool's starting 4-3-3. That makes just no sense to me. I would think that if you're going to try to defend Liverpool, either you come right back with a 4-3-3 or you just go the standard 4-4-2 and probably diamond up your middle.
Honestly, that's probably what I would have done. The Southampton team isn't exactly.
No, they're not good.
They're not great.
Yeah.
They have some talented players like Højbjerg, but they're not. They really should be in 16th place.
Yeah, I think they're in 15th.
So I think they're 16th.
They're 2 spots out of relegation right now.
They're already relegated. Yes, Huddersfield and Fulham have already been relegated. That has not been brought up since we last did our last show.
Congratulations to the 2 worst teams in the league.
Yeah.
We actually did we get? I think
no.
We got Fulham. We both got Fulham.
We both got Fulham. I didn't get Huddersfield.
I got Huddersfield, and we also called Cardiff.
I said Cardiff.
We both called Cardiff.
You put your money on Fulham. I put my money on Cardiff.
To be dead last.
No, to be relegated, just in general.
Yeah.
If we're going to say the one that we're going to feel is going to be the worst. I thought that Fulham's spending over the summer transfer window would have been better, and that would have panned out to more.
So my rationale was that they had only been relegated for 1 season, so they were basically the same team that got relegated already, and that team was horrible on defense. And this team is
offense.
Horrible on defense.
Offense.
Fulham?
Oh, Fulham. Okay, I thought you were talking about Huddersfield.
Dude, Fulham is about to tie is on pace to tie.
Not quite.
Derby County's, it's like 88.5.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So they're basically on pace to tie Derby County's record for most goals allowed in a 38-game season. And, one bad game against a top 6 team, and they've broken that record.
Yeah, and I thought that was going to be against City last weekend, but they only lost 2-0.
Yeah, with like 30 goal shots attempted.
Yeah, 25 shots attempted, 9 on target.
Yeah. And they got 2 goals out of that. I would be frustrated as a City fan.
Oh, me too. I think what I would be most frustrated with Sterling, because not necessarily with him as a player, but like what happened with him.
Yeah,
He had so many shots and just so many of them hit the woodwork.
Yeah, like what are the odds?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get a bad bounce sometime. As Steve Van Pelt would call it, it's a bad beat.
Yeah. Yeah, 79 points in second place, man. That's so frustrating because in many seasons, if they get 3 straight wins starting today, they're at 88 points. And in the majority of seasons, that's a winning season.
Yeah.
They've won the league at that rate.
Yeah, 90 points should be basically a guaranteed win.
Not this year.
No, 90 points won't do it. 95.
Not with the City team, who is, by the way, and further news, because it's now becoming a bit more realistic, to be the first team to go quadruple. Not likely.
I would give them a better chance than any other team I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. United,
mostly because they already have one.
I think it was the 99 United team was pretty close.
Yeah, because they won the treble.
Well,
98-99, they won the treble.
I'm pretty sure in 98-99 they won the league. They won Champions League.
And they won the FA Cup.
And they won the FA Cup, but didn't win the League Cup.
Right. So
Go ahead and correct us.
Yeah,
we're
so they got a treble.
We're going to get, yeah. But it wasn't the treble. The treble is FA,
domestic.
League, and
yeah.
League Cup.
They didn't get a domestic treble. They got a treble, which is still, I think it's more impressive to get the Champions League win in there.
Yeah.
As much as I can't stand United, it's more impressive to win Champions League than it is to win the League Cup.
Yeah, that 99 team was, relative to the rest of the league, probably one of the best teams ever assembled for the Premiership.
Yeah. And this City team is going... I just don't want them to win more cups.
Yeah. I mean, they're good. They already won league? I think they already won I always mix up. We're Americans. We don't follow the FA Cup. We don't follow the League Cup.
Yeah, especially when our team's not in them anymore.
Yeah, our team's not in them.
Because our freaking coach gave up on them.
Yeah, because our coach decided to play the under-23 B team.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So, there were like 3 or 4 players in that lineup that you and I had never even heard of. And we're addicts to this team. Granted, we're Americans, so, take that for what it's worth. But yeah, we here in the U.S. we don't bother with the FA Cup. We don't bother with League Cup because it's too hard to follow. Like the league alone, we get one channel for the whole league. So if there are 2 games going on at the same time,
oh, then fuck you.
Yeah, get fucked.
Yeah. Occasionally, when there's like a weekend where we want to show all these things to try to promote our league, which is usually the beginning of the year. I don't know if you notice that. It's usually the first 5 weeks of the season.
You might get 2 channels.
You might get 2 or 3 channels.
Yeah. The most we ever had was
4.
4, but that was because it was NBC Sports.
Yeah, because it was one of those promotion weekends.
Yeah.
Where they're trying to promote their app and they're trying to promote the
Yeah. So we had NBC Sports Network, NBC, CNBC actually carried a game.
Yep.
And I forget what the third one was. Was it a simulcast with Sky Sports?
It was, but it wasn't on Sky Sports. It was on
Fox. It was on Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a simulcast with Fox Sports. So there was technically 4 channels worth of games, although the Fox one was a simulcast. So, yeah, so that's what we're left with. And it's not like BBC 1, BBC 2, BBC 3, BBC 4, channels that absolutely everybody gets. No, it's NBC Sports Network. So for us, it's channel 41. Not exactly one of those lower channels that everyone gets.
No, this isn't even the HD one.
Yeah, and we are definitely also ignorant when it comes to the labeling of BBC's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or however many there are. Because I'm sure that there is just one BBC channel that is strictly devoted to soccer. We don't know. We're ignorant.
No, and I know that it's Sky Sports because I see it that we can get it. I mean, it's an extra fee to get that group, that channel. Oh, I like the purple kits.
Yeah, I guess if they're going to be on the road.
Yeah.
I prefer the white kits, the classic white.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. But I like the purple. Better than the orange. But yeah, like with the Sky Sports, if we're going to get that, we have to pay extra for it. And then half of the channels are in Spanish.
Yeah, so I'm paying, what was it, $50 a month for cable, and I'm getting barely any channels. I mean, barely any channels. I think I get 35 channels.
We pay about 100, but that's because we also have a couple of the movie packages, and we also have the internet connected to it.
And that's just for a cable.
And it's cable and high-speed internet.
Oh, I'm paying $85 for cable and internet.
Yeah, so I'm paying 100. So I think the difference is the movie channels.
Okay.
Because we get HBO and Showtime and Cinemax.
Yeah, well, I do wonder what folks over in Europe pay for their cable or their means of watching games like this. I cut the cord. I tried at least to cut the cord and just go straight internet. But because of sports, I couldn't do it. Yep. Couldn't do it. I made it about 6 months, and I couldn't do it.
I'm waiting for these sports, either leagues or channels, to realize that they can make more money if they separate themselves from cable.
Oh yeah, because then they don't have to pay cable subscription fees. By the way, the American Ultimate Disc League, the Pro League for Ultimate here in the United States, they just broadcast everything on YouTube, and they don't bother to charge anyone for it, and then it just stays up forever, so you can watch it whenever you want.
Yeah, and they still get paid for it.
Yeah, because the advertisers love the fact that each one of these videos they post on YouTube is going to get like 600,000 views.
Yeah,
and they could track it.
Yeah, I believe lacrosse does the same thing.
Major League Lacrosse?
Yeah,
that could be.
I just don't see why it costs so damn much just to watch a sport.
A little bit closer. Let's bring it to you. Yeah, I mean, what it's not that it costs this much money. It's that they haven't figured it out yet. Like paying for your own hosting service as a video hosting client is so expensive. So expensive. Just go to YouTube or whatever and have somebody else do the hosting. Mm-hmm. But no, instead all of these companies insist on developing in-house their own apps, which by the way are not apps, they're programs. And they insist on having all of the client hosting in-house. And it's like, that's so expensive.
Another thing I've noticed,
it's such a waste.
Not necessarily for the sports networks, just for apps in general, is that they don't work on smart TVs. They don't work on video game consoles. So you have to watch it on a tablet or phone or computer.
And even on a computer, almost no apps are desktop compliant.
Right.
So you're just effed.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like,
and then
who the hell wants to watch a game on a screen this freaking big when, the laptop screen I'm using right now is 17 inches.
Yeah, mine's 15 because I cheaped out. But I still would rather watch it on that.
Yeah, and I mean the TV we're watching on right now.
Oh, it's
a nice 10-foot projector.
Or okay, let's take the
biggest TV on the block.
Let's take the 39-inch
dick
LCD TV that we bought a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Do you know how much that cost us?
$300.
Yeah. Well, it's $350.
Okay. But you can't watch.
How much is a new phone?
Like $600.
And it's this big.
Yeah. 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 Yeah,
Granted, it's not a smart TV. It's just an LCD.
I don't get it. And
It goes up to $1,400.
I don't think, honestly, consumers want to start using their phones for that sort of service. They want to have it as an option for sure. But I can't imagine anyone who wants to watch sports wants to watch it on a screen the size of a wallet.
Like, I tried to get NBC Sports on my Xbox. Xbox One, because it was the most updated one. I had just gotten it. And I tried to download the NBC Sports app, and it said that the streaming, I can get all the other stuff, but the streaming service was only available on phones.
Stupid.
So I couldn't watch it on my television.
Stupid.
Yet, if it was available on my Xbox, I probably would have paid for NBC Sports Gold.
And had it on your Xbox.
And then gotten rid of cable.
Yeah. Well,
But no, they lost money on me because they didn't allow it.
Do you have anything for SNY?
NBC Sports covers SNY.
So you can get Met games?
Yes.
So if you get NBC Sports Gold, you can get the Met games?
You have to get NBC Sports and Sports Gold.
Oh. I don't know, man. I mean, NBC Sports Gold is like, how much is that a month? Like 25?
I don't think it's even that much.
I don't know. I don't think that you would necessarily save money to cut the cord entirely relative to how you use cable. Because you're going to pay for Hulu. You're going to pay for
Netflix.
You're going to pay for NBC Sports. You're going to pay for NBC Sports Gold. You're going to pay for, what was the other sports one that we insisted on?
It probably would have been Fox.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably going to wind up having to pay for the ESPN Plus app.
There's really not that much on ESPN that I like watching, to be honest. They have all their shows and stuff.
How would you watch the Giants game?
That's on Fox.
So you pay for the Fox app?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Giants don't play on ESPN.
It sounds
ever.
to me like it would be a waste of money because if you're paying like $10 a month for each of those, that's like $60 a month anyways. And if you're paying $35 a month for internet, plus 60 is 95 anyways.
Yeah, but
so you might as well pay the extra $5 and get 100 other
to
channels.
begin with.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I'm paying for Hulu. I'm paying for Amazon. I'm paying for Netflix.
Well, you're paying
Amazon
for,
Prime is totally different.
It's different because
that's because of shipping.
That's because of shipping. Because you make that $12.99 back in like 2 shippings.
Well, we pay for the $100 a year.
Oh, okay. Which is like $8, $8.50 a month.
Yeah, I think they upped it to $110 or something like that. Which is still fine.
I just didn't want to get locked into a yearly contract and find out that I was moving, for example.
Yeah. So the Amazon's worth it to us to begin with, and hey, look at that! It comes with Prime shows.
Yeah, and I'm definitely buying at least 3 things a month on Amazon.
Yeah, So for you, if you wanted to watch a show, just go on Amazon.
Yeah, and I mean it may not be three things in a month, but like if I have to order parts for the car, if I have to order parts for the truck, if I have to order parts for the lawnmower, you know, that might be 10 different orders that I'm cramming into a month.
Yeah.
And then I've paid for 3 months worth of Amazon Prime.
Pretty much. This is a matchup that I would love to go to Anfield for.
Which is this?
I'm just saying Southampton versus Liverpool. If they were in Anfield, I would totally want to go to that.
You know what's frustrating still too? Like this league is the only league I know of where it's not easy to watch video highlights. Like the only way I know of to find video highlights of these games is to go onto Google.
Yeah.
Click on the Google search EPL scores, and then you go to the score listing, and it shows a little picture of NBC Sports' highlights for the game.
Yeah. Yet I can when they were doing the international break, not this past time, but the one 2 months ago, when Salah had a brace for Egypt, I wanted to watch the highlights. And you know how easy it was? Egypt versus whoever they were playing.
Highlights.
Oh, look at that. It's
in
right
English.
There. They weren't in English. They were
Arabic.
Yeah, they were in Arabic.
Yeah, well, because of Turkey. Turkey has really, really lax laws about piracy.
Well, the other thing is that like it's football or soccer, whatever you want to call it. I don't need to hear the highlights.
That's true.
I can watch them.
It is better with the English broadcasters if you're going to hear them.
Yeah, but if I can't, it's not going to make it. It's not a deal breaker to me.
Yeah, I mean, once the Arabic comes on, because it's just to our own ears, it's like total nonsense because we don't know like a word of Arabic. right? We like it sounds like it might as well be Chinese to us. It might as well be Mandarin because we can't understand a little bit of it, right? So for me, I just mute it.
Ni hao ma. That's all I know.
Yeah, I mean, if it's Spanish, there's some words I can pick up. There's
Spanish I can
there's
understand.
some phonemes and monemes that sound familiar. Same thing with French.
Yeah, when I was watching
German.
when I was in Paris watching some of the French television at night because I was exhausted
Italian.
from walking. When you're doing those kind of trips and you walk like 15 miles a day, you're exhausted and want to watch TV for a couple hours before you go to bed. So we did that, and I would watch it because they're all in French. They have like the one English channel, like we have here, the one Spanish channel.
The one Spanish channel. The one English channel, which is usually fucking CNN.
No, it was something terrible. They were playing like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Which I like the Marvel stuff, but that show is bad.
You know what's funny, dude? Like all the lower channels where we have like where they're actually free and where you pay a bloody fortune to advertise, and they're supposed to be the things where like, all right, since everyone gets these channels and everyone gets these channels for free, like we're only gonna put our best shows on these channels, and yet I don't watch anything below channel 10 that isn't sports.
Yeah.
Because all of the shows that are on regular channels suck. Are fucking awful.
There's only one show that I've been watching live. Well, I mean, Caitlin watches This Is Us, which is I'm like, barf.
Barf.
It's overly dramatic to the point where it's unnecessary.
It's forced.
It's very forced, and I just whatever. So she'll watches that, but like even with her, the other show that she watches is RuPaul's Drag Race, which is on. I know, it's a reality show, so it's terrible.
And it's about
dudes
dressing in dresses.
It doesn't matter what it's about. It's a reality show. All reality shows are terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
But the point is that's on Bravo. What channel is Bravo? 40-something.
40-something.
40-something. The only show that I watch is on TNT.
Is it NBA on TNT?
No, it's American Dad.
Oh, Dick and Fart Joke cartoons. Kickoff has officially commenced.
Yeah, as we're talking about Dick and Fart jokes.
Yep. Boys are in purple. Liverpool boys are in purple.
All
Southampton
purple. I don't know
red.
if I like that all purple.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, dude.
It's too much purple.
The orange trim looked cool, but
they need to have
trim.
I'm a fan of different colored shorts.
Even though Liverpool has historically always been just all red.
No, I'm just saying, like, on kits, if you're going to design it for color.
I don't know, man. My favorite
purple
away,
is one of those colors.
My favorite away kits were always the kits from the '90s that were just white
with the black shorts.
That would have been more like early 2000s, but yeah, I do actually like the gunmetal gray shorts or blue or whatever the hell this is.
It looks black to me. Looks black to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that with the black shorts looks great.
Yeah, with the matching shorts. Actually, I really like this kit. I had the full kit at one point. I destroyed the shorts.
Spill something on them?
No, I think
Puke
it was
on
like
them?
I think I was either layout in ultimate or slide tackle in soccer and ripped them to shreds.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, and they were I wore the hell out of them too, so. It wasn't like I had worn the pair of pants one time and split my ass crack cutting a rug on the dance floor.
I mean, I split my pants cutting a rug on a dance floor, but I didn't do it in the first try ever.
Yeah, that wasn't your first time wearing those pants?
No.
No?
It was like my 10th, and they were also hand-me-downs, so they've been worn a bunch of times. When Grandpa lost a ton of weight.
Oh, yeah.
He handed me it, because he went down from like a 34 to like a 28.
So as Caitlin describes it to me, it was the song Low. Shorty got low, 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 low.
No.
Was it? No?
No. It was Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot. and then you dropped it and rip.
Dropped it a little too hot. Pig, try to get at you. Sorry.
And then I'm sure you did the little truck walk across the dance floor.
To drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Oh, Redmond had a lovely play there to get by Fabinho.
Yeah, but he swarmed.
Yeah, he got swarmed.
Does Trent clean up? Kind of. Gets it to Salah. Holy shit, check out this neon pink that
oh man,
Alisson is giving us. is wearing. I really don't like that at all.
They're super queer in their outfits right now. Purple and pink.
No, I mean it's just an obnoxious.
Simpsons when they went down to Brazil.
Oh yeah, they're purple and pink money.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Dude, look at that. It looks like he's not even a human being. It looks like he's like some sort of safety cone.
He looks like a wacky waving inflatable arm filling tube man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably screwed that up, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you definitely screwed that up. But the point is that pink is like safety pink.
Yeah, it clearly looks like
it's
that.
Like construction
site.
You know
that like I was gonna say the construction site or like when you're tagging trees or something with the little
the tape.
Yeah.
The pink tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awful. So I got to film the mayor's state of the town about a week or so ago.
Yeah.
And about an hour beforehand, I went into his chambers to say, "Hey, we should do a dry run real quick, so we can get our audio and video. Audio and coloring.
Southampton on the break here.
Dude was wearing one of those iridescent ties. Looks like it's going to be corner to Southampton.
Thank God for
wearing one
Virgil.
of those iridescent ties where it's like, if you turn it this way, it's purple, and if you turn it this way, it's blue. And I'm like, that tie is awful.
Oh, like that dress that broke the internet?
Yeah.
Is it blue and black or is it white and gold?
Yeah. And it was a trick question because the correct answer is not what you saw.
Right.
Right. And it was a filming trick, if you will.
Yeah, with the angle of the lights and shit.
Yeah. Very nice fart.
You felt it, didn't you?
Oh, God. It was like a low rumble. Roll of thunder across the sky. Jeez, possession has been fairly well dominated
by Southampton.
By Southampton, actually.
See, that time, Virgil, Wijnaldum headed it back to Alisson with enough power.
And confidence.
Yeah. And with nobody on his ass.
Yeah. Oh, homie, speaking of on ass, Jesus Christ.
I'm sitting on it, too. I didn't even waft it.
Oh, man. And we're in the basement, too, so it's not like it's going to go anywhere.
No, and you turned everything off, so the air in here is still.
Turn the vents off so we don't get the sound picked up by the mics.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually kind of warm in here.
That could be the fire I got going on upstairs.
Yeah.
And the fact that I set the heat to 77 before the match started.
And I'm wearing a scarf.
Because
it's Liverpool.
Wearing a scarf indoors for a Liverpool match that we're watching on TV.
Yeah.
So if they get a penalty scored against them, you're going to jump up
and break the mic.
And yell and holler because that might affect the shooter.
Yeah.
Ass. Yeah, so this is strange. I think Southampton, if they've gone 3-4-3, is basically just doing a staggered 4-4-2, is what it's looking like. Right, so that whatever one of the midfielders is always dropped back.
Yeah.
Right, so that the three aren't straight like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a guy that'll drop back and then they'll shift. And then he'll move forward, and another guy will drop back, and they'll shift.
That also leaves them very open on the counter, especially down the wing.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it stylistically. Although, Southampton's back line's been pretty poor. So.
Yeah, they don't have a.
Guess you'll try anything, right?
They don't have a van back there anymore.
So they'll park a bus.
People are saying, "Why do you need a bus if you've got a van?" I'm like, "Well, he's also a dike, which holds back water."
It's not where I thought you were going with that.
No, this is not going to be about lesbians.
I was so waiting for a content strike on YouTube.
Yeah, right? No. I'm talking about like actual dikes, like water blockades.
Yeah, and I mean. Dude, we can say F bombs and C bombs as long as we all day. The whole show could just be fuck, cunt, cunt, fuck. But
as long as there's no context.
Make one blue, slightly blue. Oh, there's gonna be a goal.
Wow.
Yeah.
How the hell did that happen?
Yeah, Southampton up 1-0.
Yeah, well, season's over.
Season is officially over. 8 minutes into the game. Yeah, how open were they?
Way too.
So we didn't have a transition. We're not playing triangles.
Nope.
Right? It's just one guy makes a run up the middle and nobody guards him for that header, and then because nobody guards him, there's 3 men open on the far side.
The defenders did not get back.
Oh yeah, no. Who's Wijnaldum guarding or Matip guarding right now? Nobody. So yeah, so that drags Van Dijk over. Robertson then has to guard 3 guys.
2, but yeah.
Because Keita doesn't come back.
Yeah, Keita's not back.
No.
I kind of had a feeling that they would score.
Well, I mean, like I said, they've been dominating possession. And even Liverpool, like the possession they've had has been back 4.
First Premier League goal scored versus Liverpool since March 2016, which was scored by Mane.
So this is the first goal that Southampton have scored against Liverpool?
Yep, since 2016.
And it was scored by Sadio Mane?
Yeah.
Man, you weren't kidding about them being our B team.
No. I mean, Virgil van Dijk, Henderson, Sadio Mane. I'm sure there's others.
I wonder if before Roma, Salah ever played for Southampton.
Nah. No, before Roma, he played for Chelsea.
No, that's true. For like a season.
That looked like a foul.
Here's a break from Southampton. Flag goes up. What was it, out of bounds? I guess it was out of bounds. Looks like they're going for a
it really feels like Liverpool is underestimating Southampton.
Yeah, like they've gotten complacent.
Yeah. Yeah, it really feels like Liverpool is not really trying.
So they're going to need another comeback.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so that was a good long ball to Mane, who was swarmed and then immediately lost the possession.
Yep.
Because he's by himself getting swarmed.
Yeah, I don't know what the midfielder is doing. I haven't seen Keita on the ball at all.
You want Chris wanted Danny Ings to get that goal if there was going to be a goal allowed.
But apparently, according to the loan rules, he's not allowed to play against Liverpool.
No, he's not allowed to play for a certain number of matches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they're not up to that yet. And again, I mean, here's another ball into Southampton's territory to nobody.
Mm-hmm. And it's like I'm seeing the midfielders aren't really pressing the ball.
Yeah,
they're not getting on it as much as they used to.
Yeah, I mean the issue here that we're suffering from, which is why we've been arguing for a 4-2-3-1 for a while, is that when you go 4-3-3 the way they have, you either sacrifice offense or you sacrifice defense. Today they've sacrificed defense, and the reason I say that is because they don't really have a box-to-box midfielder.
No.
They have Naby Keita, who's a good forward-moving midfielder. Genie is the closest thing you're going to get, and he's really a forward-moving midfielder. Henderson and Fabinho are really, really good holding midfielders, but they're holding midfielders. I guess James Milner could be considered a box-to-box guy, but you really want him coming off the bench. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, when he gets healthy, is really not a holding midfielder.
No, he actually could be a box-to-box guy.
But he's really an attacking midfielder. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Who does that even leave then? Shaqiri is pure offense. and a colossal liability in defense. We like him, but the only way he starts is if you have holding midfielders in a holding midfield position.
Yeah, which
is
means
the 4-2-3-1.
Which to me means that they need more holding midfielders.
Yeah, so you go 4-2-3-1 with Hendo and Fabinho, and then yes, you do have to get somebody off the bench. You do have to have somebody on the bench who can fill them in and not be just, well, when in doubt, James Milner.
I also feel that like somebody like Adam Lallana is dead weight.
Yeah.
He used to be pretty good, and now he's just there.
Yeah, I mean, he's never going to get in the front three.
No.
I mean, you'd be stupid to. Between Origi and Sturridge, why would you bother?
And Shaqiri.
Yeah, and Shaqiri can't actually play that forward position.
That's a corner.
Yeah, Liverpool conceding another corner here.
They have to see Liverpool. The only way that I see them doing anything right now is by having Southampton bring up too many guys and then right now countering.
Yeah. Which Southampton isn't doing. They've only brought, looks like, 6 men forward. Let's see if we can count them all.
There hasn't been a camera angle.
Camera angle, yeah.
Well, they brought up Yoshida and Vestergaard, which means that 2 of their back 3 is up.
You know, I never understood why you would have struggled marking your men and defending set pieces like corners. Like what we always did as kids and what we do in Ultimate is you point to your man. And you just play man defense for that possession. Mm-hmm. Like screw zonal marking.
I hate zonal marking.
Well, in set pieces, yeah, absolutely. Makes no sense.
Yeah, that's what I mean. On set pieces. I don't like zonal marking. I get it if you're on a wall and you've got like 3 guys up and there's 3 men on and you've got 6 defenders. So I mean you got 3 extra defenders. So you want to drop to a position to where if it hits the woodwork, you can get the ball back, or if like the keeper bounces it off of his hands, you want to be able to get the ball back.
That's still incredibly high risk. Matip making a good run. Salah swarmed. Get it back out to Trent. Hey, this could be in.
Oh!
Salah chips up a great. Was it righty?
He got a lefty.
Salah chips up a great lefty cross from inside the box. Looks like Matip actually gets a head on this.
He does move up. He goes almost to the box.
Nope. Mane gets a good head on it.
Yeah, and then Keita almost got the rebound.
Yeah, just a great save from
the keeper. That was a really good save.
Yeah, and Keita can't quite get his foot wrapped
around because the keeper pushed it too far off the box.
Yep. Too far wide, so Keita's got too narrow narrow a target. I mean,
this is the first time they've actually seen some real offense, though.
Yeah, I mean, decent playing in that moment, but like getting to that point was basically just a bomb and pray.
Yeah, I mean, it was because Matip had a good run up the middle.
Yeah.
Because they weren't defending him. They were like, what do we do?
What you'll notice right now, too, is they're playing way off the fullbacks.
Yeah.
And that means that, you know, the forward-moving players who you want to have the ball are well
Nice
marked.
header by Robbo.
Good cross.
Just over Firmino's head.
Couldn't quite get his head on it. It's too high for Firmino. Oh, from Fabinho. Like, turn around, man. See, like for right now.
They're not pressing.
They're not pressing at all. And, you know, Liverpool have struggled against that style of defense where the back 4 aren't drawing any defenders.
Oh, that was bad.
And Virgil will clean up.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good close down by Robertson before that.
Yeah, but cleaned up by Virgil van Dijk. He's our garbage man. Whenever we start playing like garbage, he comes and collects.
Man.
Like Otto, man.
That's it, man. That was a good ending to a movie, by the way.
Oh, you mean where they just blow coke and launch off into fucking space and turn into cartoons?
Yep.
That ending was preposterous.
That ending was hilarious. I don't know what you're talking about.
Matt and I watched that, and even he was like, that was ridiculous.
That should have been Keita.
Yeah, that should be Keita's ball.
Or Wijnaldum. Either one of them.
Well, in either case, too, I mean, it could have been Virgil because Virgil had to come off his
Wijnaldum, honestly, I should have been tracking that first run.
No.
So that Virgil doesn't have to go get it.
Virgil came off his man to guard Matip's guy. Because Matip was just standing around in space. That is a really good high press. They got the ball back. And now they're crossing to the 18. That could be an own goal. Holy shit, was that lucky.
That was terrible.
That was terrible.
Oh, my God. This is probably the worst game I've seen Liverpool play in a long time.
A long time.
This reminds me of Red Star.
Yeah. Yeah, this is about as bad as the Red Star match right now.
Long should have had that. Long should have had a brace already.
Yeah.
Like, this is an easy goal. This is a tap-in.
Total mishit from Trent. Great cross in from Southampton that just happens to not get to anybody's feet.
Mm-hmm.
Very fortunately. And then Virgil chips it straight over the crossbar from 4 yards out.
Which is super dangerous.
Holy shit. And again, I mean, Southampton's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 men forward for the corner.
He does look like that. He does look like his name is Vestergaard, doesn't he? He look like he could be Noah's brother.
From the west, Syndergaard from the east, Westergaard from the west.
I love when they do the throw-ins like this and they just like creep up. They just creep up and creep up and creep up.
That would be Mexico.
Oh, come on,
Another
Keita.
crap touch. And Southampton dive on that ball. And
again.
Alisson is getting more possession than he's probably ever had. Jesus,
guys, come on. This midfield is just giving this ball away.
Yeah, this midfield is bad. It needs a substitution. Like, I hate to say it, but I think it might be time to dump Keita right now for Hendo.
Yeah, seriously.
Because he has looked bad. Downright bad today.
And they're just tearing up his right side, which it doesn't normally happen because of Robertson and Van Dijk, but like because their midfield. Oh, thank God, Long was in an offside position there.
Are they playing on?
I think they're playing a trap.
Oh no, I mean from the offsides. I guess he was in an offsides position.
Yeah, he didn't play the ball though.
Didn't play the ball.
Yeah, you're allowed to be in an offside position. You're just not allowed to get the ball there.
Yeah. Trent, move forward, man. I mean, even then, Keita was out of position. That was Fabinho's spot.
Mm-hmm.
Full field cross to Robbo, which worked really well against Spurs in the beginning of the game last week. Fabinho, yeah.
Oh, almost.
Well, Liverpool did get a corner out of this offensive possession.
I don't know how.
I don't know how either. That was bad defending, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think he thought Keita was on him.
Yeah.
And he wasn't making the run.
Nope.
He could have easily just turned it. I don't know about well defended, but it was defended.
Yeah, no, it was defended. Right, because Naby Keita didn't move forward on the ball, so... Jesus, guys.
Bring back guys.
Who is that?
Matt did come back.
Trent in the position that Fabinho should actually be in. Get that ball out right.
Oh, Firmino held on to the ball too long.
Yeah, he did hold on to that ball way too long.
Nice track back by Trent, who was beat on the run, by the way. I don't know if you know Shane Long was quicker.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, it was Luke Shaw that got the 10th yellow and is going to be missing 2 matches.
Okay.
It wasn't Ashley Young, who will be missing next week anyways.
Because of the red card.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious to me.
Yeah, I think it would be funny if they wind up losing next week to West. Was it West Ham? Not a good team, you know.
No, well they're not. They're not Southampton bad.
Well,
which is just
is somehow a goal up. Southampton is so bad that they're somehow a goal up on Liverpool.
Yeah.
Come on, Bobby.
You try to get through 5 defenders.
Dude, you know what I think what's going to have to happen with this defensive set piece?
I feel like Southampton's parking a bus now.
Yeah, they kind of are. Firmino, I think, is going to have to play hero ball because nobody else has the ability to work the middle. And Firmino has not been good in possession as of late.
Just a little bit lighter on that, and maybe somebody could have gotten there. Oh, well, I mean, if you're Liverpool, you can just get in the way of the keeper and then get a goal off of it, right?
Should happen. Was it Champions League final?
Yeah.
Like, obviously interfere with the keeper and not get carded for it, and instead get a goal out of it.
Mm-hmm. Salah was fouled. He didn't get second best. He got fouled. Again, cleaned up by Virgil.
Yeah, but only out so far, you know?
Yeah.
Which has been the story of the day so far. Like, we get one cleanup, and then it doesn't even get close to the other side of the pitch.
Yeah, they keep getting the ball back. Like, there's no offensive possession. I mean, the possession is offensive. That one out.
Yeah.
I don't get this. I really don't. How are they playing so poorly?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of bad touches too. You know, it's not like it doesn't seem like it's necessarily like style of play that's been their Achilles heel today. It's also been like really bad, miserable touches, and of course, poor defending in general.
He didn't touch it. Shut up, Southampton fans.
Yeah. Relegation fans. I shouldn't be talking shit like that. When we're down.
We shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Send it long.
Yeah, he doesn't usually do that. I saw.
No, I know. He likes to bring it up through the back line there, and I'm like, why?
I also would love to know the statistics of how many.
Wait a minute.
Headers.
This is backward. This camera angle is backwards. I just noticed that.
What do you mean?
The bench is on the far side. Usually it's on the same side as the bench.
That's true. Interesting. The Southampton camera is on the opposite side of the benches.
Yeah.
I kind of like it, actually, because you can better see the coaches.
Yeah, especially you could see the fist pumping and the screaming.
Yeah.
By you-know-who.
Jurgen Klopp. And not Pochettino. Or Deadpan Jose.
Punchinello.
So that would be a character from Mario RPG, for those of you who are super nerds like me and would know that. Jeez. No, I hit him in the face.
No, it hit him in the arms, but it was like this.
All right.
Which isn't a handball. I haven't called for that, though.
Again, I mean, this isn't like a tactical thing. It looks like it's just bad touches. Like a bunch of pedophiles. Bad touch.
Yeah,
bad touch.
I really wouldn't mind seeing Kate to come out at halftime. He's been that bad. Like, I haven't seen him move forward at all. There's attacks going all down the right side here with Trent.
Yeah.
And on the left side, it was Robbo.
Yep. And Robbo isn't really even getting forward because I feel like Kate is playing so often out of position.
Yeah.
And
they're already playing
Southampton fans are already playing volleyball with the...
Yeah, 28th minute.
Classless. I don't know, man. I feel like in order for the Liverpool to come back on this, either there's going to have to be a total change in style of play, or there's going to have to be...
a miracle.
I think in order to get the second goal, they're going to have a penalty. I don't see it like a handball in the box, maybe a foul in the box, maybe, but they're getting no forward possession, and
they're not tracking back.
No. And I mean, Southampton have gotten good run after good run after good run.
Yeah, and they're in a position there. They've got 3 guys going forward with a fourth trailing, and they're getting the best of a Liverpool team that's got 5 or 6 back.
Yeah.
Like the Liverpool midfielders
right
are
there.
not getting
it's
back.
4 on 5. Southampton has 4, Liverpool have 5, and they're still getting good possession.
Yeah, and the guy on the trailer is Sadio Mane.
Yeah, encouraging sides from Southampton for sure. And I mean, there's our long ball to Salah.
That got cleaned up by Vestergaard.
And is immediately handled.
Yeah. And this is when they need to be making the runs.
Yeah, Kayet to get it back to Robbo.
Yeah, he's got plenty of room there. Send it.
This would be a good time to cross. Switch up your field.
Yeah, send it over to Trent. You got 4 in the middle there.
For me,
that wasn't actually that far off.
Yeah, but he was getting a little.
He was getting a little push in the back there.
Yeah. That was good. Kind of an unrealistic touch. Ball coming down, basically in
an awkward angle.
Straight vertical angle, right? Basically a pure vertical angle, and then he's got to wrap his foot around it to get it towards the net, and he's got to go high in the ball because he's got defenders approaching.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I thought that was perhaps unwise.
Well, I like the fact that he's at least trying.
I don't know. If this goes 2-0, then we might not. I might start talking about other things that aren't game related.
Yeah, 30th minute right now. And again, I feel like Liverpool only had that one possession that was good on attack.
I mean, the first minute was solid, but that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. Who's the coach in Southampton?
I have no idea.
No.
He's new.
I don't know. I mean, it seems like he's figured out Klopp, man. It seems like he's got our number.
Yeah, it does. Shoot.
Yeah. Trent made a good run. They got a good turnover and possession inside the 18, and nothing came of it.
And they're going to set it all the way back.
Yeah, and Southampton isn't playing the Liverpool's back 4 at all.
They've got that one man high.
Yeah, so they've gone from a 3-4-3 to it looks like a 5-4-1.
Yep.
Or a 4-5-1.
That was terrible from Robertson. They're trying these long balls, and it's like they don't have the precision to play the quick pass style, the Spanish style.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah, to play triangle offense.
And that's how it's going to beat this team.
The tiki-taka. Yeah, yeah.
And that's what beats buses.
That is what beats buses. You know, having a couple of guys work up the middle in possession, you know, or work up a sideline in threes.
That was actually a good forward pass to Robertson from Alisson. One of the best passes of the day from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, dude, Kayeta's not looking good, man.
No.
So
that's the first whistle I've heard.
First
whistle I've heard in like 15 minutes.
Where Spurs struggled last week, which is where Liverpool actually found some success.
That's a corner.
Guarding this.
That should be a corner. That was deflected.
Was guarding the wings. So Spurs struggled guarding the wings. And what it showed was that if Liverpool works through Robbo, if Liverpool works through Trent and does the crosses, right, and then does these long cross field switches, that can work. However, you know, the long ball over the top from Virgil to, you know, Salah has never worked.
5'6" Salah
has never worked, and we're getting our asses kicked on it today.
Like, why is Matip that far out?
This is a game where you miss Coutinho. Mm-hmm. Right, because Firmino and Coutinho could work the middle of the pitch and just get you.
Why
a
are there
ball
three
forward.
guys right next to each other? Keita should have sent that up further.
Yeah, oh, definitely. We had a few men forward.
Yeah, and they had all their guys behind him.
On a rare break
you,
today.
You gotta count your defenders.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Lefty
I like.
Rabo setting up the cross to nothing. Well, it seems like Liverpool is starting to figure out how to maintain possession and how to stop at least Southampton's transition. Ooh, good ball to Salah.
Oh, good ball to Salah. But was he offside?
Oh, they're calling offside. All right, I get it.
I get it. That was close. That was close.
Because if he's not part of that play, then they definitely don't give up. Oh,
Vestergaard trapped him.
Yeah, he's off. His head is a playable part of the body.
Yep.
His head was off.
What about his hair?
His fro.
Does that count?
His fro. that would be a very Harry Kane claim to get. Firmino rips one from 18 and it grazes Salah's fro. I don't understand the fro, by the way. Perhaps because I've never had one and don't have the ability to grow one. Not without putting in like an inordinate amount of time, money, effort.
No, without wearing a wig.
Well, I've worn a wig. I've worn the wig.
Sure, you
dressed
have.
up like Jimi Hendrix once.
Oh, that's why you wear the wig. Yeah.
It was an alphabet soup party, and my letter was J. So you're supposed to like wear your letter somehow. So
Jimi Hendrix and joint.
Yeah. So my J was in my ear. Everyone else went literally with the foul.
That's a foul. No.
What?
He took him out.
Took him out to break up an obvious fast break.
Yeah.
That should have been a yellow card.
See, the thing is, he got the ball first, and he got the ball away, and then fouled the player.
Yeah.
So
I
would blow the whistle, but I'm not giving him a yellow.
So Ultimate has flag stays down. Salah, if you can maintain possession here, we got a chance. Overhits it.
Or underhits it, depending on how you...
Yeah.
Oh, good shield.
No, it wasn't a foul either.
No, it was a good shield.
Salah went over him, if anything. Trent comes across.
Yes! Okay, the guy the guy that we've been complaining about. Wait, what?
I think that was Naby Keita that just scored.
Yeah, but they're not putting it up.
Okay. Yeah. Now we look dumb for saying the K needs to come off.
He didn't look good, though. He really didn't.
Look good.
Especially on the transition. Oh, he's offside. He's offside.
He's offside. Well, we weren't getting him the year before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the ball had to totally reset to score. Like
twice.
We're talking about a total
had reset at the top of the box, and then a reset from the corner.
Reset here. Like, it wasn't like that famous Wayne Rooney run down the right where he was 4 yards offside on the run and scored immediately on the run.
Only recently has he admitted that he was offside.
He was offside by 4 fucking yards.
Yeah.
You and I were able to take a picture with our phones of the screen while it happened.
Yeah,
That's how offside he was.
Back then.
Yeah.
Not today's phones.
Yeah, that was like 5 years ago. That's how offside he was. Jesus. This team is going to give me a heart attack by the end of the year for sure.
I mean, between them and the Mets, I think I'm going to actually have a heart attack.
It's going to be a long summer.
By the age of 30.
Between them, the Mets, and the Giants, it's going to be a long summer.
Oh, the Giants aren't going to give me a heart attack because I have no faith in them.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's going to be the determining factor at the draft? The draft.
Yeah, it depends on how they draft.
Right, like if they draft a quarterback in the first round,
done.
I'm a Bills fan.
No, fuck that. Fuck the Bills.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I'm no longer watching Giants football if they draft a quarterback in the first round.
I'll be a fan of my fantasy team.
Yeah, which is going to include a ton of Cowboys and
I'm gonna
Redskins and Eagles.
Well, no Redskins. Redskins blow.
Yeah, the Redskins do suck.
But I do try to get Zeke Elliott every year, and I do try to get not Travis Kelce. Who's the Zach Ertz?
Yeah, from Philly.
Yeah. Those. If I'm gonna draft any two players from my opponent's teams, it's those two.
Yeah, and maybe Dak, because quarterback basically doesn't matter, so you might as well just draft a.
Yeah, and he does tend to get some rushing yards and every now and then a rushing touchdown.
Yeah. And again, like I said, quarterback basically doesn't matter. So, speaking of which, oh, here we go. Oh, good cross in. That has to be over. Yeah, that did cross the goal line.
Mane might have been fouled there, but I don't call it.
I don't call it either. That would be a really soft foul call here. And it's really Mane that goes over the top of the defender, to be honest.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah. The defender's just taller. Holy shit, he's tall. He looks like Peter Crouch.
Yeah. Well, his name is Vestergaard. I believe he plays for Sweden.
And therefore, he's 6'5".
Yeah. Like actually 6'5". Not listed 6'5", but actually like 6'2". King.
Yeah.
He doesn't look any taller than any of the other guys.
You know who else? You know who else is listed at like totally the wrong height? Dude, Kevin Durant is listed at 6'9". He is fucking not 6'9".
No, that dude is easily 6'11", 7 foot.
Here's how I know he's 7 foot. Every time he stands up next to a guy that's 7 foot, he's
Embiid.
taller than him.
He's the same height as Embiid.
Who's 7 foot? Who's 7 in
7
change.
even. I think he's 7 even.
7 and change. It's not quite 1. It's 7 and change.
I also think that Kevin Durant is the best player in basketball. I don't care if he's a snake. I don't care if he joined the team that kept beating him. If you can't beat him, join him kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean,
he's still better
here's
than
how I know he's 7 foot. He played with Serge Ibaka, and he was taller than Serge Ibaka when he stood next to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
that 6'9" listing is a joke.
They might be over-exaggerating when they say like 200 pounds.
Oh yeah, because he could be the world's first 7 footer under 200 pounds.
Yeah, I mean he's got arms like mine.
His chicken legs are skinnier than my wrists.
Yeah,
which is a really weird thing to see, by the way. Someone who's as freakishly athletic as he is, who has absolute chicken legs.
Yeah. What is also funny to me is when. There you go.
That's the kind of play you want to see.
Too much on weight on the one from Salah, but
by
that back and forth was great.
By the way, that was a good back and forth. Now, by the way, if there's a player in front of Salah, instead of him making that run, that's the tiki-taka.
Yeah.
And then the ball comes back to the man behind him who would have made
Send
the
it over
run.
to Robbo.
Long ball forward. Offsides?
He was off?
Well,
he looked tight.
Probably wasn't, but this might be a makeup call.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
I want to see the replay. I do want. I'm actually kind of hoping this is a
Come on, replay.
makeup call.
Come on, replay.
Come on.
All right, hold on.
You guys can't run a studio the way we run a studio.
All right. No referee in a game or to anybody that he's ever going to officiate will ever admit this. But yes, referees 100% in every sport make makeup calls.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I blew that one. I'll give you the next one that's close.
Yeah, AUDL, we don't do that at all.
But you know it does. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. It's against every rule imaginable. But everybody does it.
And it's not ethical to me. You live by the call. Make the right call in the first place, and if you don't, live by your mistakes.
Yeah. Way too close. But that wasn't a bad curl there for Firmino. I think he just put a little bit too much weight on it.
Yeah, I don't think that Liverpool should be focusing on crossing from the wing, though. They do much better with through balls.
Mm-hmm.
They may be the second best team in the league in through balls. City's the best team in through balls.
Absolutely. That's how they win. They're the best team in the world on that.
Better than Juventus?
Yeah, because Juventus does do a lot of over the top.
And then there's the Barca style, which is Messi and Suarez are just better than everyone, so they're just going to go ahead and manufacture a goal out of nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. Take it, Mane.
Oh, he's got Trent on the right, too. And he's got Salah on his right. Trent, go forward. Go into goal. Oh, for fuck's sake.
They did an overlap, and they misread each other.
Yeah, they did. Some huge miscommunication, and now Trent is horribly out of position. See, this is where they should learn how to play that tiki-taka.
Mm-hmm. I think Trent's got the skills to do it. I think Salah does too. I think you're underrating Salah's passing ability.
I don't know. That
was a deflection.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, and then
Fabinho
falls on his fucking face. Redmond's making a great run and burns. Jesus.
Who is that on back playing? That looked like
Genie?
Sadio Mane coming back on defense.
I think it was Genie. He got burned.
Fabinho got freaking torched.
Fabinho just fell on his face. There's a difference between getting torched, and not being as fast as the guy you're guarding, and just falling on your fucking face.
True.
Redmond's been looking fast as hell, by the way.
So is Shane Long. Like, I know Trent's got some speed. And he burnt Trent earlier. But Trent had better position to start, so that's why he got the ball back.
Oh, that
was unlucky. Oh, they're calling a handball.
Oh, well, thank God, because that was about to be a goal.
Yeah, it was. Also, it's offside stuff. Like, if you're going to call something like that, you have to know that it's the case. If it's so tight that you can't see it, or you don't know, or you're slightly out of position, you don't make the call.
So
that's how I officiate.
You're gonna love this. The league that I referenced, they changed the pole rule. So it used to be that the clock would start on the reception of the pole, right? Now the clock starts on the pole, which is going to be so fucking confusing. Also, offsides. Offsides is this. Now they change it to that.
Oh, Firmino just
pushed
it
wide. Which is
also
the same hand signal for stop the clock. So what you could it's very likely to get on an offsides call is that was a good ball from Salah.
Firmino just pushed it wide.
So you're waving your arm to start the clock on a pole because a pole has been released immediately from his hands.
Mm-hmm.
But if the other team is offside, then the other referee at the other side of the field is going like this because of offsides. We're going to look like idiots. We're going to look like the fucking replacement refs where it was touchdown. Yeah. In Green Bay. Actually, was that in Green Bay or was that in Seattle? I think it was in Seattle.
I don't remember where it was. I just know that the Packers got hosed.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've mentioned this before, but without that win, if the Seahawks had lost that game, they don't make the playoffs.
They don't make the playoffs. That was the year they went 7-9.
No, it wasn't. Are you sure it was? It was one of those years they went like 12-4 and won the division, but the second place team went 11-5, and I think it was one of those years the Cardinals were good.
And not the Niners.
Could have been the Cardinals or the Niners.
All right, halftime score here, 1-1.
One even. And it's looked bad for Liverpool.
It's looked bad for Liverpool. They've looked better
I
moving forward.
I still want to see a switch.
I want to see a halftime sub. I want to see a halftime sub badly.
I wouldn't even
beer too.
Yeah, I know, right? I wouldn't even mind seeing Genie come off for Henderson and say 4-2-3-1, Keita go forward.
So should we announce the news?
Go for it.
All right,
now
so two bits of news. We'll go with the easy news first. Chris is starting a job on Monday. Finally got his ass employed.
Haha.
Yeah. So he'll be cleaning pools for a living, apparently.
Yep.
While he finishes his plumbing degree.
Yep.
And I got a job offer in Tennessee, which I'm almost certainly going to be taking at this point. So, folks, it's been real.
It's been fun.
But this may be the last two Americans watching footy you'll ever see.
Because I don't know if Europeans understand the vastness of the United States.
Yeah.
Tennessee is, yes, it's considered an eastern state, which is we live in Connecticut. But Connecticut to Tennessee is still like 1,000 miles.
It's 908 miles is what Google was telling me.
Okay, 900 miles. That's
like London to Rome at least.
Yeah.
Probably, honestly, London to Athens.
Or something like that. Or Dublin to Rome. I don't know what
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can.
What do you
I
mean?
have no idea if there's a land bridge between Ireland and the UK.
I don't know if there is or not.
Because there's
I would
the
assume
channel.
there is.
There's the channel, so
Yeah, I mean, I would assume if they've got a channel between France and England,
yeah, because of France.
then I would assume that there would be some kind of bridge or something connecting England and Ireland.
I don't know. I mean, if there's a bridge across Lake Pontchartrain, which apparently is like the second longest bridge in the world.
Yeah,
Because-
when it was built, it was the longest.
Yeah, and then there's the bridge in China between the Three Gorges Dam. That's technically no, it's not. It's the one in Shanghai, where it's
Those
a bridge.
Asians always have to
Yeah,
try to outdo everything by a
Yep.
little bit, like Dubai.
you know what it is? It's a small penis.
I don't know if it's that, but
It's a small penis, so they always have to compensate.
like,
That'll get us a strike.
yeah,
on
right.
YouTube.
But like, how many of the tallest buildings have been in Asia recently?
Well,
They're outdoing each other now.
Dubai made a point to say, you know what? We're gonna make the tallest building, and no one's gonna touch us for a long time.
Yeah, like, why? Why was that necessary? You should be building your city to fit your city and fit the people, not to
Right.
try to break some stupid record.
Right now, that building is an entirely privately owned building, from what I understand. So, whatever. If it's unoccupied, that's on them.
Yeah.
'Cause they still got to pay taxes on the property.
Oh, I love
For
the live
foot's
top
sake,
table.
The live table.
Yeah.
I hate the live table. It's the stupidest thing in the world. Like, the match isn't over. It's worthless until the match is over.
Look at that run, though. Yeah, that's Wijnaldum. That's Wijnaldum's man. Genie does not cover him. Look at Harbier's run. And look where Genie is right now. Between Keita and Wine.
Yeah, no, look at the backside, though. The backside is what's important because Virgil has to come over to guard who I think is actually Matip's guy.
Yeah.
Now Robbo's got to guard those two guys and the guy coming off the back.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Keita should have been drifting back because there were two guys behind him. But, Wijnaldum should have been covering that run by Højbjerg.
That's too bad. So, everybody, it's been real. We got one more half to play here.
Hopefully we end up on top.
So
God damn it.
the whole point of this series was to give the rest of the world an honest look at what two Americans who actually follow the sport, actually know a thing or two about the sport, and actually like the sport look like when they're watching a game, right? The number of videos there are on YouTube that are Americans don't know anything about soccer, right? Well,
Or football.
or football, or watch Americans look like idiots answering questions about football or soccer or whatever.
That's because you're picking two random
It's because
Americans.
you're picking two Americans off
and then
the
you're
street
cutting
who, are
it- and then-
who make you and I look like shit.
Yeah, and they're also making it. They probably edit those to make us look stupid, because
I don't know
that
about
they're
that.
probably going to get some legitimate responses from,
I don't know about
from
that,
people like us.
but
and then they cut them out.
the truth is they go to some college campus in Southern California and they get, they don't. It paints a bad picture for folks like you and I who are actually soccer fans. Mm-hmm. And who can actually name the entire starting lineup today
Yeah,
and on any given day.
yeah. And we know what positions they play, and then we know what their style is.
Yeah, I mean the number of people. Yeah, so they'll do basic things like, "Who is this?" They'll show up a picture of Messi, and everyone will be like,
Because again, they probably ask 50 people and get 5 uhs, and they cut out the 45
I don't
ones
think
that
that's
know
I
about
don't
that.
think that's the case. It's just that there is such a thing as a legitimate fan of soccer in the United States. That's one of them. That's where they are. And we are American, period. We're not actually British who just happen to be living in the United States.
I mean, we have
Yeah.
we come from British descent.
Yeah, like 5 generations ago.
So, can you name a city where our family came from outside of Liverpool or town?
I mean, Luigi passed through Napoli and emigrated from Rome. because that's where.
I mean,
they
lived outside. They lived outside Naples.
Yeah, that's about as accurate as I can get with that one. Let's see. The German side of our family lived in Silesia in some cases, which is in modern day Poland, but at the time was part of Germany.
And they spoke German.
And today they still mostly speak German in Silesia. Let's see. The English side of our family. Can I even name a city outside of Liverpool?
There's only one English side of our family.
Yeah, but
because of the records at the time, and because that we had, if you go far enough back, there were parents that died, and they were all kids. There were 5 kids that were under the age of 15 and went into foster care back in the 1800s. So yeah, there was terrible.
Yeah, I mean the only
only
reason we can track ourselves to Liverpool is because that's where the boat tickets are.
Yeah.
Right, and we're not even confident that that's really the origin of Henry.
Right.
Right, like Henry came from Liverpool, no doubt, and he spent some time in Liverpool, no doubt.
Yeah, but we don't know before that because there's no paperwork.
Yeah.
And then the Scottish and Irish sides
is from him.
No, from dad's side.
From our dad's side. Yeah. I couldn't even name I couldn't even vaguely give you an idea of where in Scotland or Ireland.
No.
Any of those people are from.
No idea. I would assume, and this is making a kind of an assumption here, and kind of a leap here, that they were the Catholic ones because they married into an Italian family that were practicing Catholics.
Yeah, Scottish and Irish, so they're therefore Catholic.
Right. So they're not talking about the Protestant side; we're talking about the Catholic side.
Yeah,
which is the only assumption I can make, which is still half the country.
Yeah. So our father was a Catholic. So atheist,
and is now currently atheist.
Yeah, aggressively so. Our mother,
see, look at this. Between the four teams that are left there in the FA Cup, Manchester City gets to play Brighton versus Watford and Wolves.
Wolves should be good though.
Yeah, it should be a good game. But I've been saying this all season that City has been getting easy draws for every single cup.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, so father marries Protestant. So, not really well practicing Protestant.
Yeah.
So what do you get from that? What do you get from Protestant and non-practicing atheist Catholic? Jew.
Oh, that's our father.
Yeah, they combined their DNAs together and they made each other Jews.
I mean, our mother kind of is too.
Yeah.
That happens when you're both accountants.
Yeah. Well, father's an accountant, mother's a bookkeeper.
Yeah.
So, total cheapskates.
Yep.
How convenient that you and I are birthday or a week apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if there was a
convenient
that we did
Saturday. We did like 4 or 5 years in a row, and then there was a point where I flipped out.
We had the same. So our birthdays are exactly 1 week apart. What that means is that if there's a Saturday in between them at all,
and
that
I'm
means
7 and he's 10,
our combined birthday is going to be in the same place at the same time on Saturday.
Yep.
Great for kids.
Yep.
Yeah. We were the kids who nobody wanted to go to their birthday party because it was.
It was also in December.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go to a birthday party in December.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few places you can go in December for good birthdays, like Discovery Zone and Chuck E. Cheese. But if you think our parents were going to do that, wrong. Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking Charlie Murphy.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, they would come over to our crappy split level, and what are we gonna do?
Yeah, and then because it would often be that it was in December and the kids in our class don't want to go. It would often be just family.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yep. And then you know what? So what are you left with? Fucking video games all day.
Yeah, and then we're not allowed to play them anyway.
Yeah, and then we get into a fist fight over the video games, and then we're not allowed to play them anyway.
Within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It was pretty quick.
Yeah. Can't play FIFA outside.
Yeah, meanwhile, we get like Super Nintendo with Mario Kart, and we just start fighting.
Yeah. Yep. It turns into a fist fight.
Man, that was
Smash Brothers always resulted in a fist
always,
fight.
but that came out after.
I think the worst one was GoldenEye.
GoldenEye, yeah,
no doubt, was
always
a
turned into
blood-soaked
fisticuffs.
fist fight.
Especially when the cousins were involved.
Oh yeah, Matt and Tim hated each other with GoldenEye.
I just want 1 week without a heart attack.
Right? Can we get 1 week where we go up 6-0 on Chelsea?
Right? Can we go up 2-0 at halftime against a bottom end team?
Yeah. Yeah, we got one more team that's like in relegation territory, right? One more team?
I think so.
I think we have West Ham left.
Or Cardiff?
I don't think we have Cardiff left. I don't know.
I don't remember who it was.
We could be talking out of our asses. We usually are. Welcome to America.
Well, we got 5 matches left after this, right? One of them is Chelsea.
Chelsea.
The last game of the season is against Wolves.
The last game is against Wolves. Which could be scary.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know what the other 3 are.
Huddersfield.
Really? Do we?
I think it might be Huddersfield.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, especially because they're already relegated.
Yeah, so they're not going to be playing for anything.
Yeah.
By the way, relegation, I think, is the solution to one and done. Not one and done. I mean, sorry. What's it called? In the NBA when you... Tanking. The solution to tanking.
Well, I think there is another solution to one and done in the NBA, and that's...
The MLB solution.
The MLB solution. You either go from high school or you finish your degree.
Yeah. Yeah. We are totally okay with kids going straight to the NBA from high school, but if you're going to go to college, then you got to get a degree.
And if you don't want to go to college for it, but you don't have the skills to get into the NBA, go play in Europe.
Go play in Europe. And
look at Luka Doncic, who's tearing it up in the NBA right now. He played 3 seasons in Europe.
If you play 1 season in Europe, can you go to the NBA?
I think it depends on your contract. But yeah, you should be able to.
Actually, yeah. That's the same idea because you're just not going to college.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing is that the risk you're taking by not going to college is if you do get drafted at the end of the second round, for example, you could just be up a creek. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the risk you take by signing up for the NBA draft. You sign up for the NBA draft, no scholarship. Right? No basketball for you in college.
Yeah, and I also think that because one and dones also create for a lot of corruption.
Oh my
God. And a lot of breaking
yeah.
of the rules.
This is how a one and done actually works. So you D+ your way through the first semester. Mm-hmm. And then you go on academic probation. Because you haven't failed all of your classes, you can fail out. But you'll go on academic probation.
And then you just don't show up for the second half.
And then you just don't even show up for the second semester. And then what you do is you make fucking damn sure that your midterms are pushed off until after the NCAA tournament.
Yep. So like now.
Yeah.
For most students.
Yeah. So then what happens is if your team wins a national title and you're a one and done player, you know you're going straight to the NBA. Who cares if they throw you out of college at that point?
Yeah, because you've already declared.
Yeah.
Like, do you think Zion Williamson went to one class?
In the spring semester? Not one.
I don't even think he showed up.
Not one.
I would say the same for who's the other guard that they have that's a freshman.
I have no idea. Zion Williamson.
RJ Barrett.
Yeah. Now that UConn sucks and isn't in the Big East, I don't give a shit about college basketball. Like I kind of give a shit about the women because they're good.
Yeah, I also kind of give a shit because I like watching the NBA and I kind of want to see like who's going to be drafted. Which right now I'm thinking about it and I'm like, if the Nets lose out, then they go into the lottery. And they have a really good chance of getting a much better draft pick.
I mean, there's a chance that they wind up in the lottery anyways because of their schedule. And
they have a really tough...
And Orlando has a joke of a schedule.
Yeah, well, Orlando's also behind them in the win column. Well, not anymore.
No, because they won last night.
Yeah, and they're one win or they're one loss ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Chris. The way I saw it, I think that the Nets are not going to be in. I think they're going to be 9.
I think it's going to come down to the Heat versus Nets game.
Yeah.
Because whoever wins that game is going to get the 8th spot.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, if you get the 8th spot, you get into the playoffs.
Off the second half.
So, okay, you get into the playoffs. And if you get the 9th spot, you're in the lottery. And
nice
anything can happen once you're in the lottery.
With Mane and Robertson.
Yep. So we just kicked off here. 40 seconds into the second half. Mane gets a good.
He got a good ball to Salah, and Salah headed it down for looked like Keita, but Keita didn't do anything with it.
That was a handball.
Can you tell?
Yes, man. On my super pixelated JPEG.
Or I can see the imperfections in the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is just being projected right now onto my wall, which I tried to smooth out as much as I possibly could, but it's a concrete wall, so...
there's going to be imperfections.
Yeah, there's imperfections in the wall. Like right where Virgil is right now. Big glob of concrete that I don't know what to do about because it's actually a water plug. I don't know. I feel like this is they could be running the cross field play. And they had a lot of success last week with that, and they're not doing it.
Yeah.
Like, the Robbo to Trent ball.
I think they need to, how do I say this? They need to play this like an American football game. Run, so you can set up the pass. Establish the run. So establish your style of play. Right?
Yeah. Sure.
So you get what I'm saying? Until they switch, and then you switch up your style.
I don't know. I mean,
and then you throw in the play action.
I would have been okay with a straight up 4-2-3-1 right out the half. And Shaqiri in the middle of that three. Just to tell your fans, listen, we're going for goal.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there.
Whoo, that was fortunate. Hasn't been cleaned up just yet. Now
good job by Matip to cover the run, though.
Yep.
This was just an unlucky bounce there. That's just an unlucky bounce.
Solid cross.
And Matip shielded him from it. I think he was trying to push him away from the keeper so that Alexander could get it. I don't know what that whistle was for because they were showing the replay.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Because he got a fistful of jersey.
Yeah, fistful of jersey. You're going to get a whistle every time.
Fistful of dollars.
I don't have no idea who that guy is.
Jan Bednarek.
Okay.
Again, we're booing Virgil?
Yeah, they're booing Virgil.
Hilarious.
That's great. I love the saltiness.
Rich.
I love it. I love this saltiness. You said it before that we like salty.
Yeah. We like our pretzels, and we like our bitterness from fucking Southampton.
That was a terrible miscue. That was oh man.
Yeah, that was like 20 rows deep and about 20 yards wide.
Yeah, that was like my golf shot.
Charles Barkley's golf shot.
And his golf shot's better than mine. That's the sad part.
Have you gone golfing?
I've gone driving.
Drunk driving range at a bachelor party?
No.
Oh, all right.
No, it's like a day off. I was bored, and one of my friends had a temp job at a golf course. So he's like, here's a bucket of balls. Go have fun.
I played a 9-hole once, and I sucked. Solid driver.
I mean, I could hit it really far.
No mid-range. Cannot putt to save my life.
I could hit it really far.
Yeah, me too.
It just goes that way and that way.
Oh no, I can actually get a lot of power with some control, but I can't putt to save my life, and my mid-range is bad.
Wow, they're already trying to piss away time.
Oh, guys.
Again, this Southampton offense is looking better than the Liverpool.
Yeah.
And the defenses have been pretty equal.
They've been more controlled. They've been more dangerous moving forward. Is that Divock Origi warming up in the background?
And with Shaqiri. Yeah. And Lovren.
Lovren. For Matip, maybe?
Yeah, maybe so that Lovren can get some playing time. That was a good cross.
That was a solid cross, and it got over Alisson. And Southampton have won themselves a corner kick.
Again. I mean, right now, if the game ends, my man of the match is Højbjerg.
Yeah. Maybe Redmond.
I mean, Redmond's
been making some really good runs.
Yeah, Long's been playing well too.
It's definitely not a Liverpool player, that's for sure.
God, no.
It has a chance.
Oh, had a chance, but that wasn't quite. That looked like a handball.
No, that was off his chest. It was a chest ball. Oh, Lord.
Come on, Fabinho.
Fabinho gets crossed up and beat.
Yeah, again. And this is like he's not been
Redmond
playing
wins
well.
himself a corner.
I mean, it was good one-on-one with...
This is what I've been saying about Redmond. Redmond gets through the legs of Fabinho. Fabinho overcommits on the recovery pursuit.
He's been way overcommitting on these balls. He's been hitting them way too hard. He needs to lay off.
Do you think you could see Lovren ever playing a holding midfield position?
No.
No?
No.
What are you worried about, possession?
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't think his passing is that precision.
Here comes a heart attack. And there's the long ball over the top. Looks like to Salah. Who then immediately gets sworn. That's got to be a foul.
That I was going to say.
That's got to be a foul.
You wrap your arm around him and drag him to the ground. That's a foul.
Guys.
Jesus.
They
need a substitution now.
They do.
They need to throw somebody in there. I don't care who it is.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, whatever. Throw somebody in there. Mix up something. Because they look downright bad. Like no other way to describe it. Downright bad today. That was a fortunate call. I don't know if I would make it.
I think he went through his leg to get the ball.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was going to bring up with the AUDL. So it's been our house rule in New York that if you have to...
Yeah,
if you have to go through a player to make a play on the disc, even if you get there first, even if you're the only one that makes a play on the disc, if you have to go through a player to get it, it's a foul.
Yeah, and that's more of a player safety concern. Again, Fabinho not...
And I think you and I would probably call a soccer game that way too. If you have to go through a player to get to the ball,
even if you win it,
I don't care if you win it.
It's a foul.
Yeah. And the going through the player can happen before or after you win the ball.
Yeah, it's kind of like
the late slide in baseball.
Yeah, that or the follow through on basketball. Like, if you're going to interrupt where the player is landing, that's a player safety problem. Like if you get under him while he's taking a shot.
Yeah, I mean the difference is that Chris, let's shoot.
Sorry, I was watching the game.
Yeah, let's shoot. That is not what we're talking about.
No, I'm talking about...
We're talking about getting bodied.
Yeah, I'm in the air, and you come into me like this.
Yeah, and just body you.
And then do the, what was that?
Thought this was America. What'd I do?
Yeah, like every time any soccer or footballer gets a whistle against them.
Yeah, like what'd I do?
Especially in the Mexican league is hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
They get into they start screaming.
Oh, yeah. I mean, dude,
for a straight up
have
rugby tackle.
Like this much jersey, like stretched out to a point where the jersey is ripping, and the whistle will blow, and they'll be like, what'd I do?
Yeah. I've seen straight up rugby tackles, right?
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, too much.
Yeah.
Henderson's coming on.
Henderson's getting warmed up. Looks like Milner's getting warmed up.
Oh, man. I think Keita's coming off.
Okay, it's definitely coming off.
And I think Fabinho is too.
If Milner's getting warmed
I think
up,
Keita and Fabinho are coming off for those two.
Well, Keita has looked bad.
Yeah.
Outside of that goal he scored.
Which was a very nice header.
Yeah, like I don't care about the result. I care about the quality.
Mm-hmm.
You know? When you're talking about who to substitute.
Oh, they're saying he's coming on for Trent.
Who?
Milner.
Milner? Why?
They're not showing any. They're not. Apparently, there's no details about it.
Yeah, well, Trent to me has not been like your weak link here at all.
No, and he also doesn't show any signs of injury.
Also, it's a back four that has no substitutes.
Well, Milner.
And, well, yeah, by default. And I guess Lovren. That should have been a chip or front.
Like a 5-iron, like a chip from the sand.
Why are you using a 5-iron to chip?
Shut up. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I've never actually played golf. Come on.
Oh, here we go. Did he get it? Oh, okay.
I think he got the ball.
I mean, we'll have to see a replay. You know, I'm not keen on calling this a foul.
Me neither.
Keita finds himself in a good spot.
Oh, that's a...
Yeah, is that a penalty?
I don't call it.
He's pulling his leg back at the last minute. He's pulling his leg back.
He gets both legs. He gets both of his ankles.
No. I mean, look at the defensive player's right leg. He comes in like this and then pulls the leg back.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's not simulation.
It's not simulation.
If there's contact.
Oh,
there has to be
Mane.
no contact for it to be simulation.
Now, that said, if the player had left his leg out in that situation, oh, for God's sakes. But yeah, no, if he had left his leg out rather than pulling it back at the last minute, I think that is a penalty. I don't think that was, though. I don't think that was deserving of one.
Oh, well, here comes the substitution.
Here comes Milner on. Looks like Trent's already off.
And so is Wijnaldum. That's an odd...
Oh, no. Is Trent going for the... Oh, no. Trent's going for the throw-in. Okay. Wijnaldum off, Milner on. Okay. I can live with that. I get that. And Trent is coming off for... Hendo? So what, are they moving Milner back? What in the hell?
Yeah, Milner must be playing right back. Trent must be hurt.
What in the Sam hell?
Trent has to be hurt. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
And now you play a 4-2-3-1. You've got two holding midfielders in there. Send Keita along.
Yeah, because Fabinho stayed. Now you go 4-2-3-1. Yeah, and Keita plays what, the middle or the one?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Oh, he changed his mind.
How about that? A referee changing his bloody mind.
Yeah, he might have gotten something. He might have gotten an earful from the assistants because they might have a better position on it.
Nah, I think he.
Yeah,
off the header.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely did. You can see the change of the spin.
Yeah. I don't like the short corner.
Yeah, he must have talked to Steven Crowder and changed his mind. Again, waiting for a YouTube strike. Oof.
Not a bad shot, but right at the keeper.
Yeah, no one to clean up.
Yeah. Well, Salah was trying to make the cleanup run. But the keeper pushed it down to himself. So.
Yeah, you know, I don't mind a referee instantly changing his mind to get the right call. I would rather have that than replay. Confident run forward from Hendo.
Yeah, right? When's the last time you saw that?
Who definitely fouls.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Gets dispossessed and immediately fouls the player.
And him and Højbjerg having words. I mean, they're going to be playing against each other one-on-one a lot, and I believe they're both captains.
All right, Southampton's first sub. Okay, Long's coming off for whoever number 39 is.
You're asking Sims?
Sims is coming off for a football player.
Who?
A former quarterback.
Oh, well, that's spelled wrong.
Chris Sims.
There's 2 M's in Sims.
Oh. Well, it's because he moved to England.
Yeah, okay. Oh, so that's what he did. Because he's a terrible quarterback, so he decided to play.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was a bad quarterback, so he was like, you know what? I can play football in Southampton. Let's hope he's as bad a soccer player as
Chris Sims was at football.
Yeah.
American football, that is.
Shucks. Oh, no, we want that. I'm sorry. That was stupid. Dude, I could go for some pancakes.
I could always go for pancakes.
Right? Rachel used to call it dessert for breakfast. There it is. Oh.
No, I think he got under his feet.
Yeah, it came back to Firmino too hard. So Firmino had to make an adjustment with not enough time to react.
Yeah, and I think Salah and Firmino are making the run to the same spot.
I mean, okay, but if it goes to Salah, it's going to Salah's left foot. I think that's a goal. So I think if it was more that way.
Yeah, if Firmino didn't have a direct shot at it, he's got to lay off and let Salah take it.
Yeah, well, I think if the ball was more coming in this way, like I said, it would go either to Firmino's right foot, which is a sure goal in that position.
Or Salah's left,
which is basically a sure goal in that position.
I mean,
I could see Sturridge actually coming on for Salah.
No, I would put Sturridge. This is going to sound weird. I would put Sturridge on for Keita.
That does sound weird.
And play 4-2-3-1. And you know exactly what that lineup is.
Firmino in the middle?
Yes.
With
Standard front.
Sturridge on the top.
Yep, Sturridge is at top, and you send him long all the freaking time. And you go because he's the tallest player on the offense.
Good ball in from Milner. Salah can't quite handle it.
He got triple teamed.
They're playing the quick throws now, Liverpool. I like that.
I like that they're trying to press the pace.
So Milner, I suppose, is playing the right back position, but he is playing really, really high.
And I think Robertson knows it because I have not seen Robertson be pressing up that high.
Yeah, so it may have been that they're deliberately overloading the right side. Maybe Klopp sees a weakness on that side that we don't. Because Hendo has shifted over to that side and is playing the old-fashioned Steven Gerrard attacking midfielder.
Mm-hmm. Look how high up he is. He's actually making
a run forward. Oh, Mane's open. Just quite can't get on it.
Yeah, I think a defender got a head on it. That was a good
run from Hendo.
Yeah, good run from Hendo. Clean
Sets
up by
Mane. Mane goes to Salah. Salah sets up Mane and
just a little bit too light on it.
That defender that's 6'5" got the ball.
Yeah. I think if Salah hit it just a touch harder, I think Mane would have beaten him to it and gotten power on it. Oh, Klopp's like, here's the ball. Take the ball. Yeah.
He is so confident handling balls off the sideline.
Well, he was a pretty good player from what I've been told. I've never actually seen him play.
I mean, he was on the German national team, I think, for two World Cups.
Which is saying something, because if you can even make the German national team, on the bench.
He barely ever played.
Even on the bench, that means you're still a really good player.
Yeah. Get your right foot, Mane, and get that cross up.
There's the cross. And then, Mohamed Salah versus Vestergaard. I wonder who's going to win that header.
Yeah, 5'6" versus 6'5".
Yeah.
Foul. He's called a fairly loose game.
Yeah. This referee has been calling it.
Letting them play, as you would say. Shot. No?
Shot. I wanted to see that shot, that curler from the right side there.
Sets up back to Caeta. Caeta puts up a cross into the middle to Firmino. Firmino's open! Firmino can't quite get a foot around it. They're still trying to clean up the mess in the pitch. Back to Firmino. Milner gets a shot up.
There was like 4 freaking shots within the course of 30 seconds there.
How the Firmino touch did not find the back of the net is
And the defender
beyond me.
got a lucky foot on it.
Substitutions have looked impressive.
Yeah. The substitutions have made this game look better for Liverpool. That's
Mane
a corner.
wins himself a corner.
Milner.
And
Milner.
Trent Alexander-Arnold is not on the pitch, and Milner is, for the love of God.
Yeah.
Put Milner on this corner. See this right there.
That one right there.
Oh
Yoshida had a great.
How in the world did that not wind?
You got to give props to Yoshida on that block.
Yeah, you do.
That was a crazy circus
James
block.
Milner on this corner. Quality corner.
And another corner.
Right back to the other corner. Get to the other side of the field, James.
Yeah, right? Hurry this stuff up. It's going to have a different curl on it this time, though.
You think he's going to go right bend?
No, because you're going from the opposite side. So it's going to be
So it's going to be
like
the same
this
curl,
like
it's just
this.
from the different side.
Yeah. To the
Oh, Matip. He had a shot at that volley, dude.
I know he did.
Oh, that's going to be a card.
No, they called nothing on that.
Oh, man. I am liking the way this referee is calling this game nice and loose. That was a really aggressive tackle from Matip.
That was a really aggressive tackle against Mane.
Yeah, well.
Yellow.
Oh,
he got the ball!
He got the ball!
I was
can't
expecting
believe
another
it.
yellow. That was James Milner.
That was a James Milner tackle, if there was ever a James Milner tackle.
And he just pulled the ball back.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got the ball.
Yeah,
I really don't.
The old James Milner win the ball somehow, pulverized the player in the process.
Whew.
Like I love how you and I were calling for a yellow card before he even finished the tackle.
Yeah.
And then it turned out that he got the ball.
Hey. I don't know. That looked like Keita was.
But watch. He pulls the foot back at the last minute. I don't know.
I don't call it. It's too
call
close, and I feel like Keita's
the way
dragging
this-
his. I
yeah.
feel like he's dragging his foot to initiate the contact.
Yeah. The way this referee has been calling this match.
Which again is not simulation.
No.
Simulation is when you fall down on your own accord. If you decide to draw contact and you go to the ground, that is not simulation because there is contact.
So, the way this referee has been calling the match, that can't be a foul. Right? If you're going to try to be at all consistent, that can't be a foul.
No.
Which, I mean, I would take the penalty for sure, but it wouldn't be the right call. Firmino going on the quick throw, maybe?
I don't think so.
No, I think he's going to switch off. Hendo's going to take this, I think.
No, Milner.
Milner, okay.
Usually their wing backs are the ones who take the throw in
Yeah.
those positions.
And I think Klopp makes a point of it because Milner was calling for the ball. He's offside. That sucks. Bobby, you were off. They set you up for that.
They played a trap.
He was definitely off.
And he's on.
He was on.
He's on.
All right.
Oh, there's your even.
Yeah, well, we're definitely even by now.
I think the Southampton fans are a little confident here.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm certainly not confident.
Yeah, well, the Saints here would be confident with a draw to the second best team in the table.
Notice how you said on the table.
Yeah, because let's be honest, they're the third best team on paper. Right, like you could even make an argument that, I don't know,
Tottenham?
Chelsea, you could make the argument to be better.
Why is Mane playing such a defensive role?
Transition. They are playing for a draw for sure, though.
Mm-hmm. And it's been shown since their first goal that they didn't plan to score another one. They just didn't plan to concede two.
I wonder if this is divisiveness, Like, we hate Liverpool so much that we're willing to say, fuck it. All we want to do is see you not win the league.
I mean, United could do the same thing and just not play against City.
Oh, that would be brutal. That would be brutal. Right, especially if their position winds up getting locked up by then, because that's like their second or third to last match.
Yeah, something like that.
And their position could be basically locked up by then.
Meaning not top 4 or top 4.
Good run by Milner. Milner sets up Mane. Mane puts his head on it. Milner has to get out of the way because he was definitely offsides. Fabinho winning the header.
James Milner is screaming for the ball right now.
Oh, he always does.
And now he gets it.
Yeah. There's Milner on his spot in the corner.
Oh.
Those tall-ass fullbacks winning all these headers.
Uh-oh.
That's bad news. That's really bad news.
Well, Matip got back.
Yeah, well, that was only because they couldn't quite get the ball under control as quickly as they should have.
And they still got the ball.
Redmond, who is my man of the match so far.
Højbjerg's mine.
Yeah?
But I think it's splitting hairs.
Yeah. Splitting Højbjerg's.
What's up?
Splitting Højbjerg's. Hey, I think I'd take a cake this week.
That for the eye roll? The eye roll joke?
Yeah. You have basically one obligatory bad pun every week.
This is you.
Yeah, that one was me.
Because I wasn't even that like close.
What's going on, guys? What the hell?
I think he's saying one more time and it's a yellow. I start throwing out yellows now because they've been pissing away so much time.
My watch has stopped for sure.
That was a handball. I think that they were screaming for.
And then he kicks it out of play. That seems to me like delay.
Which should be a yellow card.
Milner back to Alisson. Here comes our obligatory heart attack. Nope. Good call for Salah to lay off to get Hendo on that ball.
Vestergaard's actually been playing a really good game too on Salah.
Well, it's because, like, the ball needs to be a through ball to Salah. It can't be a chip shot to Salah. Once they get one good through ball to Salah, it's a goal.
Right here.
Who overhits the ever-loving
the shit out of it. Oh, my God. Even Salah was like, ah. He should have just dribbled it along the ground.
Yeah, I mean, that pass to Salah is just a dribble. Look at
just
this.
tap it on the ground.
Just tap it on the ground.
Along the 6-yard line.
And that's
maybe
a
little
goal.
bit behind.
And that's probably a goal.
And it is a goal.
Salah would have to go to his right foot, but probably a goal.
So what?
I'm saying he would have to go to his right foot.
I know.
Would he actually do it?
Or the outside of his left.
They're about to get a yellow now. This is ridiculous.
He's like, who the hell is that?
I mean, I thought the yellow was deserved on that time wasting because they've been time wasting for God knows how long.
For half the game.
And they've gotten like very explicit instruction not to. I don't think this is a foul.
I don't know if it is.
And I especially don't like the use of the assistant referee for this. That is not a foul. I mean, and it went. That call went our way, and I don't think that was the right call at all.
I think that was exactly what I was talking about with basketball, where he didn't let him land.
Good cross.
Oh, just.
God, our front three just need 2 more inches of height, man.
I know. If I could just have them wear heels when they're out there or something.
Give them a mushroom to chow down on.
Yeah.
That was a good cross in from Milner. That was a really good cross. Maybe that's why he put in Milner. Maybe he realized that there was the opportunity to get good crosses in from that spot, and that Milner's just the better crosser.
Yeah, and Trent was not getting it.
That was not a good corner from Milner. This could be offsides. Oh, he's out of position. That could actually be a foul.
I think Mane's just trying to offer his condolences and be like, "Hey, man, I didn't try to foul you."
Yeah, and in fairness, I don't like that. I want to see my players getting away from the injured players, period. Teammates and everything. Teammates, opponents, no one near him.
The only one that I would want to even go near it would be I would want the captain to go to the referee.
Yeah.
I don't want Mane there.
I don't want Mane there either. By the way, Mane's about to get himself a card. So if I'm Klopp, I want him out.
And then, the only odd...
Klopp is chatting it up with Redmond, though. Huh. Off-season transfer?
He would be a good one for that midfield.
Yeah. I
so
see.
there's not good words there.
No. There's no
with
goodwill there at all.
Being a former Bayern player, I don't think there was nice words there.
Oh yeah, there was some German spoken there for sure, so that nobody else could hear it.
Ficken Sie. A double what?
Arm stretched out, not a foul. Oh, that's a corner, I think.
Liverpool needs the goal like now, and this is giving me a freaking heart attack because if they draw this game up, the season is over.
Yeah, the season is legitimately over.
It's over.
Yeah,
this game of all, really?
Yeah, because not only do you have to win out, now City has to lose a match, and they're not losing to anyone.
They have to drop points in 2 games, Mike.
No, they have to lose.
No, they have to drop points in 2 games because they would have.
They'd be up by 2.
No, they'd be drawn right now with an extra game in hand. And City would have the goal difference, and Liverpool is not making ground up on that goal difference. Right. So if they're drawn, City wins.
So let's say City wins this round of matches.
Yes.
Right?
So they'd be up by 3.
Match 33, they're plus 3, which means that City has to lose.
No, they just have to drop points twice.
That's true. They have to drop points twice.
They could draw twice.
And Liverpool is not catching them in goal diff.
No, they're not.
This should be a short kick if they're smart. Still not taken care of here.
Nope.
Salah's all by himself, 1-on-1. Men catching up. Firmino on his left. Salah goes left.
Salah! Yeah! Salah!
We have been waiting for this for months.
Oh my God!
Holy shit!
And he just he beats 3 defenders and the keeper for that bottom corner.
Oh my God! The whole city of Liverpool is surely in flames right now.
Holy shit! I'm still
Salah ripped off his shirt, there's probably a yellow card coming. No, I'm not comfortable at all. There is probably a yellow card coming for Salah.
At least there's definitely a fine coming.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to call this if you don't mind. All right, so they push to the corner defense, and the corner gets kicked back out. But then they swarm the ball and get one clear. Now Southampton doesn't have any men back. Salah gets the ball cleared out to him by Firmino. So now it's a foot race, 1-on-1 with the defender. Salah gets to his left foot and buries it in the bottom right from the 18.
He actually gets the ball from Henderson there.
Was that Henderson?
That was Henderson on the header.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, not an assist.
Gets to his left foot.
Henderson should get an assist on that.
No.
Yes. Because without that little touch there by Henderson, Salah doesn't get the ball and he doesn't score.
Yeah, Liverpool must be in flames right now. You can hear. You can kind of hear. Just hear the handful of Liverpool fans that made it to the south side singing his name.
Yeah, he got a yellow card.
And yes, like we suggested, Mo Salah got a yellow card for ripping off his shirt.
Yep. I don't think he cares.
No, but how many yellows does he have this year?
2.
Okay, we're good. Who cares? Now you can hear it. Now you can hear it a bit more clearly.
And you can see the red smoke coming up.
Yeah.
Don't piss away time here.
Yeah, guys.
Go for the throw. Go for 3.
Yeah.
Because 3 seals
3.
the game.
Yeah. The game is over at 3-1.
Yes.
But Southampton have looked very scary moving forward. You cannot get complacent here.
No. Send it out to Milner.
This isn't a 1-0 win where you've had like 30 shots on goal and you've hit woodwork all day.
Yeah,
you know?
which was like the Watford game.
Well, they won 5-0.
No, I was thinking the other half.
The first Watford game.
Yeah. Or the Burnley game last year.
Oh yeah, where they wound up drawing.
Well, where they drew one. I think it was
1-1.
1-1, and they had like 30 shots on goal.
And Tom, it wasn't quite 30, but it was something like 19 shots on goal. And you're right, Tom Heaton
had like 12 saves.
Yeah. And there was woodwork involved.
Oh wow, Southampton's going for goal now. They took off Vestergaard and put on Charlie Austin.
Oh yeah, they're going for goal now. They're looking to spoil.
Yeah, so I think what they're doing now is they're gonna the 3 because Vestergaard was on the side here and they had Yoshida and somebody else. They're gonna drop the 2 wide guys and make them backs and play like a traditional either 4-4-2 or a 4-3-3.
I mean, we won't be able to see in the closing minutes here in all likelihood.
Oh, probably not at all because they're never gonna have that kind of lineup. They're never going to have a straightaway set.
Mo Salah has scored in all 4 career appearances versus Southampton.
With 5 goals.
With 5 goals.
Well, I mean...
It was a drought.
No, hold on.
It was a drought.
Hold on. Once is luck. Twice is coincidence. 3rd time's the charm. So until he gets back into form, I don't consider this the end of the drought.
I hope it is. I sure fucking hope that's the end of the drought.
Oh, me too.
It could well be the end of the drought.
And the Liverpool fans are screaming, "Allay, allay, allay."
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You can see the back 4 now.
Yeah, they've played a straight 4 now.
Oh, set it up, Keita.
Naby Keita on the touchline. Had Mane in the middle and had Firmino in the middle. Couldn't quite get either of them.
Yeah, I think Firmino's... You fouled him.
I wonder if Andy Robertson legitimately can't hear the whistle over the screaming fans.
Sometimes that happens. They usually let him get like 1 or 2 touches in. But I mean, if that touch is sending it, to the second row or second level, then no, that's a yellow card.
Yeah, I mean, he was dribbling it towards the net. If he had ripped a shot off, he probably could have been deserving of a yellow.
Depends on the shot. If it was like a legitimate shot, like if it went to the keeper, I think they would let it go. But if it went like 30 rows deep,
yeah,
like
30 rows deep, he's definitely getting a yellow. I would even say so much as even if it makes it to the back of the net, because it still has to be picked out of the net.
Yeah,
that was smart. By the way, that was smart, letting the throw in go across the goal line.
Yeah, I don't want to see them. I don't mind them taking time to do stuff, but I don't want to see them wasting time.
Well, I think more importantly, what the goal kick does is it gets you into a position to quickly get the ball to the other side of the pitch.
Yeah.
This is a great run from Salah. This is a great run. Picking out the spot, keeping those defenders honest, keeping them wide.
He knew the spot as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just that that little shimmy he did at the end kept the defenders honest so they couldn't poach in, and that kept a nice wide clearance.
Yes!
Seals the deal! Oh!
Man of the match right there.
Man, impossible. Hendo, moving forward. We have been saying this for how long?
Hendo can move
Jordan
forward.
Henderson is great at moving forward.
He can. He just doesn't.
He just doesn't. Henderson has been wonderful moving forward, and today, holy shit.
His header set up the Salah goal, and he just buried that one.
Made himself a good runner moving forward.
And he's had great runs. You see when they were having offensive set pieces or like the offensive pieces.
I love Henderson moving forward. Now, he's a very good holding midfielder. So in a 4-2-3-1, you probably don't necessarily need that. Let's see how this play got set up. So we got a long ball from Milner out to
Firmino.
Firmino cleaning up mess.
Look at Henderson.
Henderson moving is like running right
bolting
up the gut.
up the middle. Look at his position.
His position.
He's like 10 yards behind.
20 yards behind the ball at least. He's behind Salah at this point, and he's running straight up the middle at full gun. Nobody really pays attention to him.
No, and they just don't. They don't
good
pick
cross.
him up.
Not the world's best cross, but good, easy cross from Firmino, and. You know, I wouldn't even say he buries the shot. He just cleans it up and takes the freebie.
Buried it. I mean, he put it in the back of the net in about a half a second.
Yeah, I mean, it was power. It was one of those things where you're 4 yards out. There's no, you've got the whole net in front of you. It's Doreen, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You've got
first goal this season.
Really?
Yeah.
I love
against his former team.
Lovren coming in. I'm curious to see who Lovren comes in for.
Oh, Lovren might have also been another ex-Southampton
I don't know if I like this. Naby Keita. Hilarious.
Oh, you know what that means to me, right?
Matip is going wide right.
Yeah.
Henderson's coming forward. Or
Milner's coming forward. That's what I would do.
So we'll see. We'll have to see where, because we've still got the same three moving forward. We've got a back four.
No, Lovren is not.
Lovren is next to
Fabinho, so he might be playing a holding midfield position.
Yeah, they may have moved to a 4-2-3-1. I don't know if I like that here. Though, if you're going to see Lovren playing a holding midfield, you know what? This may be smarter than we think. Like, we may be reading into this too much, but remember how I said earlier tonight, like, how you doing, Doreen?
Hello.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I parked next to you.
Oh, all right. We'll take care of that in a few minutes, Doreen, if you don't have to leave right away. Yeah, we're in the middle of the show right now, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he just fell over.
He fell over, yeah.
I don't think that's a foul. I think he just fell over. He just tripped. He tripped on his own 2 feet and just fell into him.
So be it.
That is an unlucky yellow.
Yep. Oh, this is just outside the box.
Yeah.
Oh, the foul was on. Okay. But you remember I was saying, like earlier today, I wonder if Dejan Lovren can play a holding midfield position.
Because if he can, then they got some depth at the holding midfield.
Then they do, yeah. And there's also a place for Dejan Lovren, too.
Yeah, because he's your backup on your center backs, and he's your backup for your holding midfield.
Right, which is acceptable when you have somebody like James Milner who can be your
when in
doubt,
Milner's contract is up at the end of the season.
Is it?
Same thing with Alana's. Yeah, they're both done at the end of the year.
I wonder how much you could keep. Milner for, because I actually like keeping him. I like the notion of keeping him.
Me too. I still want to buy a center back.
I do too.
And if you're going to get rid of a player, get rid of Lallana.
Maybe you can afford that if you dump Lallana, because like we said earlier today, Lallana does not have a spot on this team.
No, he doesn't. Especially
and he
with Ox
really
back.
doesn't have a spot on this team once Ox comes back.
Yeah. I'm going to say 5.
Would you trade Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain for an A, not A+, but A defender right now?
Okay, if I'm going to trade, I would trade Ox for Solbamba.
Yeah?
Who is a really good defender, but not the best in the world.
Gettable.
Gettable.
It's not Boateng.
Yeah.
Boateng would be wonderful, but he's not gettable.
Yeah, I mean, he just got bought out by Bayern.
Yeah.
Not Bayern, by Barca.
Yeah. From Bayern.
I like that Salah's still running the ball down.
We just eclipsed the 90th minute here. 4 minutes
I was expecting 5.
Dude, I am so relieved right now. Like
that 3? Yeah, that 3 was huge.
Yep. And with Mohamed Salah being the person who scores that goal, okay, this will probably be a card too. Anderson gets himself a goal and a card. This will probably be a card.
That's a little acting by Ryan Bertrand.
Yeah.
It's a lot of acting.
Yep. Anderson filling up a score sheet today.
with a goal, a yellow card, and a chance created.
Yeah, chance created. Oh, yeah, that's a yellow.
That was...
Well done, Hendo.
That was totally unnecessary. I mean, yes, he won the ball.
So for our last ever show, this is a really good one to end on because Mo Salah finally ends his drought.
Yeah.
Liverpool comes back to get the win.
Well, not necessarily.
But not necessarily, but come on. We got 3 minutes left, and they're up by 2.
Yeah, okay.
And they've got a much better lineup in than they had to start the match off.
Yeah, I think they were trying to get Keita some playing time. But, at that point, just put in Shaqiri. What does Shaqiri have to do to play? He's played less than Lallana has this year.
BJ's?
I mean, he's short enough.
And Klopp's like 6'3".
Yeah, Klopp is tall. He was a defender, wasn't he?
I think he was a fullback, yeah. That I'm not sure on. I'm sure we'll get torched in the comments.
I don't think he was a fullback. I thought he was a wingback.
I thought he was a fullback.
Whatever.
Well, fullback is any of the 4 positions.
True.
Oh, this is bad news. Well, Lovren there.
Clean up by the greatest defender in the world.
Lovren.
I've been waiting to say that, by the way.
I think they have put straight up Lovren as a holding midfielder. It looks like they're going straight 4-2-3-1. It looks like they've moved Hendo into an attacking midfield position.
Yeah,
which I actually love. And
then put Salah high.
If Dejan Lovren, because look at him, he's actually a good defender, and if you can get that good defender moving high, right? Like the issue is, can Lovren play that holding midfield position?
Yeah.
Because if he can, wonderful.
Yeah, Lovren's playing a straight up holding midfielder position.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, and see him and Matip did a switch there, so they could be a man on play man.
Yeah, they may actually be playing he may be playing one of those holding midfield that's more of a stopper, who would switch into the back four occasionally.
Mm-hmm. Miller's like, just give me the ball.
Miller's not the type that would waste clock either.
No.
He doesn't care. He wants goals.
No.
You know what I think it is more than anything? He wants to play the sport.
Yeah, I think he just loves the sport.
He's kind of like Robbo in that respect. Yeah, that was a foul.
And Robbo.
Look what Robbo just did there.
Could take an extra couple, but he didn't send the ball.
No.
So he didn't get a yellow.
No. You have to come get the ball, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be a yellow. Time wasting here. Man, this is a full list of bookings here. Jesus.
Yeah.
Salah got booked.
Mane got booked. Hendo
got booked. I feel like we're missing one.
Well, there's Bertrand got booked.
Bertram got booked, yep. Did Trent get booked earlier?
No, I think there's just a 4. Just 4. I feel like 3 or 4 is pretty typical.
Yes. Now Alisson goes down. We're at 94-26, so this match is over. Officially. Holy shit. This team is going to put me into early freaking diabetes, I swear to God.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, early onset male pattern baldness. My credit is going to get wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
This team is going to be the death of me, I swear. But they get the win. And folks, it's been a great run. I hope you guys have all enjoyed the series. We might come back, but do not count on it. So, Chris, thanks for joining me with this series.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been Mike, Chris, for Two Americans Watching Footy, signing off.